Hiya, I'm Kaylee Golden. Welcome to my channel, and this video is all Q&As about getting into radio presenting. Now, if you want to know my journey into radio, I'll put that on a previous video, so you can go and watch that. But if you want to hear any more questions, then stay on this video because I'm going to get into them. Okay, question number one. Did you do any courses in college or uni / an apprenticeship? So like I mentioned in the previous video, I did go to university and I studied a radio and digital course. Nick Bright as well on One Extra studied the same course as me. Crazy. But there are other options out there. You haven't got to necessarily study radio to be a radio presenter. The main reason why I did is because I was in Birmingham, and at the time there weren't many opportunities in Birmingham. So I really needed to be in London. I don't have a family that's absolutely loaded. The only way that I could have afforded to move to London as an 18-year-old would have been to go to university. So that's the main reason why I actually went. So if you're already in a major city that has radio there, like London, Manchester, now Birmingham, then you don't have to go to uni. But if you want a bit of extra time with a bit of additional finance, yes, you have to pay it back, then maybe university could be an option for you. Also, do look into apprenticeships. The BBC offers some really good apprenticeships. Lots of people that I know came through doing internships or apprenticeships at the BBC. All you got to do is head to the careers site. It's on there. I'll put it in the description so you can see what different apprenticeships are out there and what different schemes the BBC offer. I hope that helps. Okay, what is the best thing other than your listeners that you love about radio? Oh, obviously I love music anyway, so listening to music all day is an absolute vibe. I love working with my team. They encourage my chaotic behaviour and make me laugh. But if I'm honest, my favourite thing is the listeners. Like, radio is so personal. You're really connecting to that one person who's in the kitchen, in their car. It's like you have a proper relationship with them. And what I love so much about One Extra is that the relationship that they have with the audience is crazy. A lot of stations don't have that. And there's days where I'm a sad girl and the listeners cheer me up. Like, they give me so much joke. So I know that I entertain them, but they definitely entertain me a little bit more. I'm not going to lie. So I think that's what I love the most about radio. It's just the connection that it has with people. Do you think that being a rapper or a single is a helpful way to get into radio? There are some artists that have gone on to do radio, like obviously Crepton Conan, they did Beats One. Dottie, she was a rapper originally, then was on One Extra, now she's on Beats One as well. Yeah, I think there are some artists that do transition from artistry into radio. But I don't think that it's like the leading way to do it. I think if you want to be a presenter, then learn to be a presenter. I don't necessarily think that it has to correlate. Yeah, that's my main piece of advice. Just get into doing community radio, student radio, hospital radio, and just learn to present. I think that's the most important thing. But obviously, if you have got connections within the music or media industry from being an artist, then it can help. Obviously, having a passion for music is important. That can help as well. But I don't think that it's the main thing because I'm a presenter. I have no idea how to rap. Is it easy to transition from DJing to radio? Well, obviously there are some people that are on air on radio that are DJs originally. For instance, DJ Day Day, he's on before me. He comes from being a DJ and then transitioned into presenting. I was the other way. I was a presenter and then transitioned into DJing. So they can go hand in hand, but they're two separate skills as well. DJing is a separate skill. Not every DJ can present. Not every presenter can DJ. So I would say, obviously, still focus on the fundamentals of being a presenter. Go and do the community radio stations. Go and do community radio. Learn how to present. But also, as well, I think DJing did definitely help me get onto radio. And the reason why I say this is because the way I entered a lot of national stations was actually from doing guest mixes first. So before I was ever on One Extra, I did guest mixes for Mr. Jam at the time. I did them for Nick Bright. So it was a good way for me to kind of get myself into the station. The same on Kiss Fresh. I did a guest mix before ever presenting there. Capital Extra, I've never presented there, but I've done guest mixes there. So I think it is a good way to get yourself out there. And it also means that you've got another offering. So obviously on a Friday, I do a Feel Good Friday mix. And I think it's nice for the listeners to have that experience and have the DJ side of me as well. So I think it's not easy to transition because, like I said, you still have to learn how to present. You still have to learn to put in the hours. But I think that they do go hand in hand, in the long run. How do you decide what songs to play? Are they already selected? So, I'm going to give you the exclusive about radio. So, if you are a daytime presenter, then you don't choose the music, and that's because you have a music team. So, the music team are literally like the OGs of music. They decide what we play. Obviously, I still have a track of the week that is selected by me. Whenever I do my mixes, that's selected by me. But the music team, they oversee everything. They are like the music gurus, and that's not just on One Extra. That's on basically all national radio stations. That's how it works. But if you have a specialist show, so obviously like Shawnee B on One Extra, DJ Edu, Kenny All-Star, they select their music. Because they're specialist DJs, they are experts in their genres, so they choose their music and they mix their music, they do their thing. So that's basically how radio works. Do you have to make your own clean edits of tracks? Because I've done a couple of guest mixes on One Extra, and both times they've censored extra words, even though I thought that I was playing clean versions. When you're in the mix live, I guess you've already had your tracks edited that are in your collection. Yeah, so as a DJ myself, I already know when you're downloading like radio edits and clean edits, you think they're clean, they're not daytime radio clean. It is two different things, because some of them edits actually just miss out words anyway, and then sometimes they just take out swear words. Whereas if there's reference to violence, there's reference to illegal activity, reference to a bit of hanky panky, some of those things also have to be taken out as well. And normal clean edits might not take them out. And obviously as well, it depends what show it is. Like, let's say Kenny's show, the rap show, it's later at night, they can get away with a little bit more than what I can, because I'm on air 1 till 4. People's children are listening. They don't want to hear no madness on the school run, let's be real. So you can think it's clean, but it might not be super clean. But that's why we have an amazing production team, and they will clean through my mixes to make sure that everything is mwah, sparkly, creme de la creme. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that I answered all of your questions. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And soon, if you're interested in DJing, I'll be dropping a Q&A all about DJing as well. Thank you for watching.